Here with the R.A. Dickey. R.A., a knuckleball thrower, right-hander. What exactly got you to want to throw a knuckleball? You didn't start off your career throwing it, kind of developed it in the middle of your career.
Yeah, I'd always thrown one. Even when I pitched conventionally, I'd thrown one and had shown that I could throw a pretty good one. And so in '05, when I came off an injury, wasn't throwing as hard as I had in the past. Oral Hershiser was the pitching coach at the time. He suggested that I could go to it full-time, like a Tim Wakefield or a Phil Necro or a Charlie Huff. And so that's what I did. And midway through '05, I went down to AAA and started to throw it full-time.
Who were your main influences and the guys that really taught you how to throw that?
Yeah, Charlie Huff was the first guy who really gave me some very appropriate advice. I kind of was just winging it up until I met with him in the September of '05. And then from there, Tim Wakefield's always been a real good sounding board for me and a good friend. And last year I got to work with Phil Necro.
What exactly went into your decision when you started throwing the knuckleball?
It was really simple. If I wanted to keep playing, I had to come up with something that could either get big league hitters out or that I could throw to be competitive. And this was the only thing really at the time. I didn't have the command that some guys had with my fastball. I was only throwing 86, 87 at the time. And the margin of error at that point really decreases. So I had, in order just to chase the dream to keep playing, I had to go to something that could be effective, and I felt like I could do this.
Thanks so much, R.A.
You're welcome.
Here with Josh Thole. Josh, what are the difficulties of catching a knuckleball pitcher against any other type of pitcher?
Really, when you're catching the knuckleball, you just got to try to wait on the ball as long as possible, because it really doesn't start breaking until right as it gets to home plate. So, you just got to wait as long as you possibly can, as opposed to a regular pitcher. You can, reach out a little bit, sooner. You know where the ball is going, as opposed to the knuckleball. Just sometimes it'll cut, sometimes it'll sink.
Now talk a little bit, you're holding two different catcher's mitts. Talk about the purpose of having two different catcher's mitts. Obviously one for regular pitchers. You have one just in particular for catching R.A. Dickey and catching that knuckleball. Yeah,
I use a big one when catching R.A. Obviously, it's a little more surface, and it allows me to, when I see the ball going to the ground, just to, just drop the glove down and, know that it's, most of the time, unless if it takes a wrong turn, but it's not going to, sneak underneath my legs, as opposed to the small one. Sometimes it doesn't get down, as far. That's a benefit of having a big glove. And also, when balls take off, I countless times I've caught balls in the web here, and, and if I would have had a regular glove, there would have been no chance.
Thanks so much, Josh.
All right, thank you.